like I haven't seen him here at all, even. Because there was a stint of Shockwaves, of course, where he was still here, but just not on stream.
Yeah.
By choice. But I haven't seen him here in a minute. I don't know who he's playing these days. Is it still the Belmonts? Has he gone back to Rob because Rob's broken?
He plays quite a few characters.
Well, that's the story with Geo. For anybody who is new to watching these streams from Ultimate, Geo basically in 4 we compared him to Anton.
Geo.
Yeah, he literally it's the worst in which we've asked him how to pronounce his name.
If you ask him directly, how do you pronounce your tag? He says,
I don't care.
And you go, all right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
And you even say, if you say, how would you pronounce your tag? And he goes,
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. And you're just like, all right. But talented player nonetheless, and he's looking to stop a hot streak by playing that Richter. Eclipse has been doing pretty well today, and of course won that last Shockwave. But how's he going to fare against somebody that presumably he hasn't played against all that much recently?
I don't think Geo's HMO. No,
he's not.
I don't think that's right.
Unless I'm completely mistaken, but last I knew, I think he was still ELH.
That Latino heat.
Bringing the heat as well with this Richter. You're already going to be seeing a lot of these projectiles come out because of the space that they command, and of course the confirms you can get off of it as well.
Now, the main idea is the Frog going to be able to get this jump in or this dash attack? Dash attacks are going to be really difficult to get in this matchup when there's constantly pressure in front of the Richter. The question is, do you time your jump ins well against the attempted axes, the attempted fairs, the attempted forward tilts?
One thing I'm already noticing from Gyo, however, in this matchup is that whenever he not close enough to get that ledge grab. I was just going to say that he's throwing these crosses at jump height so that he can continue to move with them. This is something that Richters often do, but against Greninja, who can dash underneath them at that height, he's going to have to land and throw the side Bs more often than actually jumping and throwing them with the mobility.
Right. Catching the forwarder to punish the lag of Richter's, that's kind of nuts.
Ooh, nice dash away, but reacted to the fact that Gyo had already selected that down tilt. Now making it back to the ledge. Forward smash is easy for Eclipse there.
Gyo on his last stock. Does find some good damage off of that cross.
That already, I'm seeing how good Gyo has gotten with Richter by seeing how he reacts to an unexpected hit of the cross, because cross, especially far after you've thrown it, can almost always lead into something for Richter, and based on how that Richter reacts, you can generally get a sense of how good they are with the character.
Not going to react to that one, or at least not reacting with any real pressure, so Eclipse is going to be able to find a dash attack, did some good damage.
See, ooh, that was risky there by Eclipse, because if that holy water came out, he was dead, but because it was the axe, he's able to make it back on stage. That down air is going to pop the Frog off the top.
But Geo's sitting at 90%, can't get complacent. Does find some good damage off of that holy water.
Plenty of damage.
He is just giving Eclipse so much space, but he needs to build this wall, this pressure.
Has to definitely make Eclipse come to him, but not having the lead, that is a tough thing to convince a Greninja to do.
I mean, normally Eclipse is a defensive player. He'll sit back and toss those shurikens, but right now all he's doing is holding forward.
But he's doing it smartly, man. He's definitely taking in the trajectories of the projectiles into consideration.
It's just the cadence that I'm worried about.
Definitely a little bit of a rhythm from Gyo as well. Every time he's done with the move, he throws out another one. And sometimes with Richter that works, but sometimes it allows for something such as a substitute counter.
Substitute. He was able to counter that axe, and then it locks on to the player. So he went from right below Geo. Might have still even been an end lag. Could have been a true punish.
I would believe it. I would wholeheartedly believe it. Axe has quite a bit of end lag, but also you can throw out multiple of them and they hit so hard.
Yeah. We saw it very seldom, him tossing those axes.
Which is one of his best tools, man.
It's really potent, but it's, like you said, it's a commitment. So he might be disincentivized, you know, just from conditioning, playing the character that it's just not worth it sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, Eclipse has been approaching a lot, but not so much with like jumps and aerials where Greninja normally does, and that's something that Axe is really designed to beat, is jumping opponents.
Exactly. I want to know what Eclipse banned, because this is, in a lot of people's opinions, Richter's best stage.
Really?
And one of Greninja's worst. Maybe in this game, Greninja enjoys this stage a little bit better than he used to.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine it. I'm just wondering, I mean, what makes this so good for Richter?
His ability to control, cover all of those platforms.
Especially, I forgot about the X already, but that definitely seems like it's...
Not only that, but angling your aerials to be able to cover that. And we talked about this a lot in 4, where even if you don't have great movement, being able to cover all of those platforms from center gives you the illusion of quality movement. And if you can feel the pressure of Richter from anywhere on stage, you're having a really bad day.
And that has so far been the entire story for Eclipse. I think if he plays this like imaginary FD, he might not be having such a difficult time imagining, how do I get around all these projectiles?
Ooh. That forward air
Caught the
catches him
jump!
jumping.
Just the right timing.
I'm telling you, this stage is cracked for this character.
You're not wrong.
Dash attack to back air, though, is going to get him some stage to toss it away.
Water Shuriken sets up for that mix-up, tries to read the roll in, but Eclipse just a little bit too sluggish here.
Outside of Richter's out special, neither one of these characters actually has that great outer shield options either, so as long as Eclipse is spacing around that.
But, however, that up special out of shield is very good. I thought that was going to be a shield break.
I think by the grace of God, it poked Eclipse with shield.
That is the help that the frog needed.
Look at him covering all of this space. I'm telling you, there's no escape. On this stage, there's no escape. He bounced on the shield so that there would be true shield block afterwards with the cross coming back.
That's really, really smart. I mean, Joe knows his stage for sure. He knows that Battlefield is the right venue for this character.
When Richter's tossed that cross behind there, the cross behind them, when it comes back, that's literally an assist.
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh my goodness, again we're seeing him counter that max range of the back air this time, punishing the end leg of that one.
And again, that's mostly going, yep, there is a cadence to the way that he is throwing out these moves, and sometimes that doesn't matter, just based on how good these projectiles and these moves are from Richter, but at kill percents, that's a dangerous thing to be messing with.
I mean, normally it's so safe, even on whiff, like you don't have a lot of end lag. If that hits a shield, there's no one who's punishing it from max range. If you're not at max range, the move's not going to hit. It's a really strange, finicky move.
Ooh, Eclipse, that roll behind was great burst movement to see if he could catch Gyo committing to something, and he did commit to that forward tilt. Nice spacing there. He respected what that Nair could do. You can see that Eclipse is definitely thinking while he's playing, especially when he doesn't particularly have advantage.
He's doing, that Hydro Pump almost pushed Gio too far away. He's doing a great job of adjusting to all of the different avenues that Gio is able to cover on the stage that normally he's not. Oh, okay,
that was a smart idea, though, to say that recovery could be used on the down B, on the counter.
That acts really two frames very, very well. So I wouldn't want to try to challenge Snap and Lunge against it.
Me either.
Even just the stalling of his recovery was nice.
Oh, look at how much more patient Eclipse is playing based
There's
compared
no
to the
He's
earlier part of this game. And that's, I would say that's a comeback for him to be in the lead right now.
Absolutely. He was behind by quite a bit. I was telling you about how this stage is the sauce because it looked like he was getting sauced.
That forward throw will kill for sure.
Absolutely.
That is a big yeet.
They're both even at 0%. We're going to see if Eclipse is going to be able to run these adaptations or if Gio's going to be able to take advantage of the stage.
I think Eclipse tried to catch Gyo's
smart.
cadence out of shield with that up smash. All right, Nair trying to catch him jumping from ledge. Actually almost gets the combo, but Gyo is just mashing that up B.
It still is trying to escape any kind of pressure situation with that top plat. Catches him dashing away with that shuriken.
All right, nice. I like that Gyo just bought himself the ability to land on stage with that holy water. Now he's got that tech chase set up, but still just pulling out the projectiles. Wants to establish underneath this platform, this is my zone.
Dashes out of the way of the down air. That's going to be a big punish. Double back air doesn't quite do it. But can he body block? Oh, that was such a smart high recovery.
That is exactly what you want to do as Richter. If you see your opponent is trying to cover those low recoveries, it's the up B high. Eclipse with some great DI is somehow still alive.
How?
I'm unsure.
Down tilt, that's going to be a punish. Going straight to the corner again. Has to avoid the axe. Be patient.
Very patient. Great spacing by Eclipse. Bought himself the tiniest fragment of the stage that he could get, and it's looking like it could get him the game.
The ledge trap. Gets the dash attack, pushes him back off stage again.
Didn't want to commit to anything off stage. Does not want to give Richter the stage control. Now we're going to lather, rinse, repeat this ledge guard right now. Nice
again,
timing.
He's giving him some space. Watch out for the holy water.
Nice presence of mind to use that up air just to give himself the grapple. Doesn't have to commit to being on the ledge exactly when Eclipse might want him to be. Up B, not going to kill Good DI again.
But one more absolutely will. He's got to be so careful. Recovers to the plat.
What?
No
that was so
coverage.
unsafe.
Eclipse
So
stuck at the ledge.
unsafe.
Both of these players at the ledge are kind of scary, but Richter, he's still alive.
I am
The axe does. That's absolutely
gobsmacked.
it.
Certainly will do it. Eclipse, I think he tried to drift away from the axe instead of air dodging, risking anything like that. And then, yeah, axe is a very active hitbox, if you will.
That move lasts forever and a day.
But
So-
that was Gyo's counter pick.
Yeah.
To run it that close, very last hit. How will he fare on... Okay.
Gio was ahead by wide margins. Eclipse ran it back. Brought it down to the last super past last hit for both characters. But now we're going to potentially, I've said before, potentially Greninja's best stage. And not one that I've seen Richter's enjoy.
No. You definitely don't want to be caught in a situation where your opponent just jumps through a couple of your projectiles and all of a sudden they're in your face and you don't have platforms to retreat to. You can't stop your opponent from really jumping in on you unless you commit.
Of course, sometimes these projectile characters can benefit from not having any platforms to mix up your ability to deal with their projectiles.
But like you said, for a character like Richter, having all of that space that he can control on Battlefield is so nice for him, and now just gets a much more limited threat zone to control.
To be fair, he's controlling space just fine right now, though.
It's a matter of the percentage that you get on the stage, I guess, where on Final Destination you're not controlling as much of the stage as you are on Battlefield. This is so big for Richter.
Oh, it just disappeared. He wasn't able to get the real setup.
Yeah, no, it disappears after a while when it's in the air. I don't remember if it's based on distance traveled or time or both. But either way, ledge trap very nicely set up from Gyo, and Eclipse coming out swinging from that Angel platform, and I think that is a worrying sign that maybe he's a little bit too invested in getting this game back even.
He does eventually jump over the Holy Water, finds the forward air. Not going to be able to push somebody away with a wind box of a tether.
Yeah, tethers are completely
Big
unaffected
damage.
by wind boxes, and big damage from Gyo right now. All right, Water Shuriken tries to set up. Parrying that Holy Water means that it won't be able to land and attack, and once again, that cadence from Gyo getting punished by that counter.
That counter is so potent in the matchup. It looks like a lot of Richter's stuff is just true punishable by it.
Do you see how Eclipse is trying to extend the amount of time that the Shuriken is on stage by throwing it into the log?
Yeah,
that is
that's
so
great.
smart.
If anyone is shocked at my shock, at that counter being a true punish, I'm just so used to seeing him use it against Robs and the local Rob shielding it every time.
Eclipse throws that Holy Water upwards, but again, as we already saw, that's not Gyro. Like you said, this is not quite Rob, and it will just disappear.
Whose forward air is better? Right now, Eclipse is the one that found the hit, but they were dueling forward airs for a moment.
Definitely a big question. You can almost make a whole TV series out of it between these two, but right now, dash attack to back air, set up for the ledge guard, and Gyo, I think he was either relying on getting hit by that water or I guess just having a little bit more space with that up B.
Yeah, he wasn't in a spot where he could actually reliably tether, so he kind of had to go for that.
You definitely don't want to leave it to be an easy edge guard for your opponent either. Ooh, nice reaction there by Eclipse. So seeing that roll behind him, he says, all right, I got a roll too. We can both just run away from each other, and that's fine by me.
Yeah, he just wants more preferable space.
Ooh. Gyo didn't run all the way up to get that grab. Eclipse was still pressed up against the ledge. And that spacing to stay comfortable against that ledge and working with the smallest amount of space is the reason that Eclipse is winning, not only in this Game 3, but overall in the set, too.
I think Eclipse and Greninja here work best at just outside of that whip range, where you can kind of react to any projectiles that are being tossed, but still come in with that burst movement.
All right, Shuriken. I like that Eclipse is just shielding these Holy Waters when they come out from the up top. He knows that That'll just make it bounce up harmlessly before it's able to land. Dash attack into that back air, going to set up the Richter at the ledge.
Dash attack back here has been so big for Eclipse to add to his game.
Wow.
Getting the combo off of that late shuriken as well. 2 stocking on FD. When it's Eclipse's counter pick, looking nice. Moving on even further in the bracket. Was that winner's quarters or winner's semis?
That was winner's semis. Eclipse once again in winner's finals.